there, Sandra here from Create in Spain. Today I'm doing, as you might have guessed, a Halloween themed card, but this card base you can basically use for whatever you wish. It's just a useful one to have in your arsenal. So I have two images which are both backed by yellow card. Now forgive the state of the back of them. They're like this because I'd already put them together on a card and then I wanted to do the demo and I thought there's absolutely no point in my cutting out the same pieces again, so I ripped it off to reuse. So there we go. Even I have my limits when it comes to cutting out pieces. If I don't have to cut anything out, then I don't. This is the very, very base of the card and it will form a box shape like so. You might want, particularly if you resize this card, which you may or may not want to do, you might want to take a note of the diagonal measurement and then take off something like 2 centimeters and keep a note of that figure. I happen to know what I'm doing with this one and I don't have to note it down, but it's worthwhile doing, okay? The diagonal measurement minus 2 centimeters. So this bit at the back, or at least this bit here, this tab is going to be at the back of the card and not at the front. This smaller piece is going on the front and this piece here is going on the inside of the back. So I'm just going to stick those in place. So that's that one done. And then you want to do the front one, which is this section here, and that is going to go actually on the front of it. So you don't want to put it on the same side as that one. There we go. If you're in any doubt, just fold it up and just check before you stick it in place, because they don't come off very easily. So we have the basic card shape and it's already looking quite nice. Now the yellow pattern that I've got on here, I did with a 2mm offset, and you just need to be careful that you put the glue around the edge of this and avoid the windows, okay? So I've got some other things that I want to put in here before I actually put the sides together. Now, the first thing I want to do is to put in a couple of these things. These are going to go in here level with the top. They have the score lines on already. They don't have to be really precisely located, but make sure that they are level. You definitely don't want to have them sort of going skewed. So if you put it, I've got mine about 1 centimetre from the fold line, and then if you lie that across the top of the band, it has no choice but to be level. So we're doing quite well so far. When this folds up, these bands go across here and you can add different elements to them. Now if you want to, you can put elements on now and then eventually put your card side together, or you can wait until it's together to put your elements on it. It's up to you, depends which you find easier. I have two pieces here that form a mechanical aid for the popping up of the card. You simply fold them in sort of like an M shape, like that. So the middle gets folded in one direction and the other edges get folded in the opposite. The middle part of it, put some glue on it. It just makes it easier for you to do the next part. Now when it comes to putting these in, they need to go on diagonal corners. So if one is going on that side, the other one is going there. And you can't easily put it on there because you've got to put the card together. So in this particular case, if you want to put them on now, it's easiest to do it on that corner and that corner there, because nothing's going to interfere with that now. So where this folds basically is where it goes. Level with the base this time. It really does need to be intercooled properly, and it's best to do it now before you do the rest of the mechanism because it makes sure that it's dry. So that's on the bottom left. The other one needs to go on this side here, and I'm going to do it Same again, level with the base, like so. So you end up with this little bit sticking out on the diagonal sides. That out of the way as much as possible. It needs to go underneath it because that's going to go like so. So it needs to go underneath. And then the glue goes on here and here. Keep them in place and stick down, give it a quick rub and just quickly see that it's where it should be, and it is. And then what we can do, you can put glue on here and then just lift this up to close the card. So like that, lift that up and make sure it is level like that. And then the card will be opening up like so. I have elastic band. Now this elastic band is actually 2 elastic bands tied together because I needed to make it the right size. And this is the measurement, or should be the length, of those diagonal measurements minus the 2 centimeters. And if you got that, it should pretty much work out okay. So when the card is posted, it's posted flat like that. When it comes out the envelope, it springs into life and becomes a proper rectangle. I've got various bits here. I was doing a Halloween card yesterday and I just cut some extra bits. So here's my finished card. I haven't put a sentiment on it, but you could if you wanted to. And then when you let go, it pops up like so. I will see you again sometime soon. The file link will be down below as usual. I'll see you soon. Take care now.